Hi guys, how are you today? We
Hi, hi,
have
hi.
so much. Say hi, Adam. Oh my gosh.
I'm excited about this.
We have so much to talk about. Last night's episode was let's just go ahead and talk about it briefly while everyone comes in. How would you describe it?
Chaotic, ridiculous, nuts, vulgar,
No. Adam,
vulgar.
you are starting to crack me up. Now I have a different explanation. Last night would be the episode where Lisa Rinna had to make a decision. Do I cross over to the good side, or do I cross over and start getting more honest about my life and things like that and stop making everyone else my target, or do I continue down this dark path? And the reason I say that is because the Amelia storyline. Let's just get into it. The Amelia storyline. Okay. So I did a video yesterday. I don't know if you what?
Amelia.
What?
No, keep going.
I feel Amelia was honest in the beginning off camera when she said that her mom made her film and that she didn't want to talk about it, her eating disorder, but she did it. And then the next day she recanted that statement and came back and said, oh no, you guys are getting it all wrong. This isn't my mom's fault. That's pretty much what happened, in my opinion, last night. I think she was doing damage control because Lisa at one point said, see, I'm not the reason for your eating disorder. And this is not true. Okay. I don't want to be mean to Lisa because I know she might run past this. Any sane person there, okay, knows that subconsciously your daughter picked up on what you were doing. She's seen it her whole life. Your own husband said you're the reason that she has an eating disorder. So I feel like last night she pulled a clean house, let me fix this. And you go on and say, I'm not the reason for your eating disorder. And let's just fake like we're all happy and everything's okay. I feel that she is totally, if not fully, but a good portion, maybe 70%. Am I being mean to Lisa Rinna?
I'm kind of conflicted here. I think behaviors can easily be learned. And I think like with alcoholism, anorexia, bulimia, I think that, or I don't even mean to name off, but you understand behaviors can easily be learned, but I just don't know if you can give the sole responsibility to somebody for somebody else's.
I didn't say so. I said 70%.
Oh yeah. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm conflicted. Do I think you learn things from watching things? Yes. So yes. Yeah. I just want to be careful how I word that.
I'm just going to give you a scenario. I'm not going to say that this happened. If I have a mom that every time we eat dinner, you get up and you go to the restroom, we know what you're doing. Subconscious. If I have a mom that's in the mirror all the time, like, oh my God, I'm putting on weight. Or if I have a mother who says this, don't eat that, you're going to get fat. That plays with your mind. I mean,
I had a stepmom like that. Yeah. When you put it in that perspective, Sharrell, absolutely. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, you're growing up teaching them. This is what you got to stay thin no matter what. Even if it affects your health, you got to stay thin. And I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that Lisa Rinna was a model back in the day.
She did Playboy.
Oh my God. Did she really?
She definitely, I mean, the woman has worn diapers on a commercial. She's done a Dupin's, so I think she's probably done any job that pays.
But I meant entertainment. I think she used to be like a model, print model back in the day. Models have a tendency to really watch their weight, watch what they eat, compare themselves to others. I had a friend that was a model. She drove a famous model. You would go crazy if you knew who it was. Compared herself to every woman that walked into the room. Like what? Like things when we weren't even thinking about, oh, look at her dress. She looks so good in it. Oh, they are very critical of what goes in their body and how they look. So I could easily see Lisa subconsciously. You don't do it intentionally. No one wants to ruin their children intentionally. But for me, the only way for Amelia to get healthy and healthy again mentally would be to leave LA, get away from her mom, get away from that environment. You said yourself, you live in Los Angeles. There are a bunch of people that really obsess over how they look, and they have to do that. I'm not saying anything's wrong with you, because it depends on their jobs.
Honestly, and this isn't, I'm just as, normal as everybody else, but I still go through the same thing living in LA. It's not just Los Angeles. It's, it's everywhere you go. But yeah, like even when I was working back in the day in nightclubs in Los Angeles or whatever, and you see all the models and you see, you can't help but compare yourself to these people, what they're wearing, how they look, that's how you do it, and then on top of that, Amelia's like, again, her parents are in the industry. Her sister is, obviously gorgeous, so that's kind of that. All of these things have to weigh on her. What I want to get to though, also $5,700 a month for an apartment. Yeah. I'm sorry, I know that's coming up, but when she's like, you're going to help me, right? I was like, yeah. $1,500. My first apartment was $600 a month.
But did she have her own modeling money?
I know that they just started their DNA, Delilah and Amelia clothing line. And I know that they have a clothing line. Yeah, they have a clothing line that they started. Who knows how this got funded? And I know that they do. I know that they get little jobs here and there on runways or whatever the case is. But
let me bring in Jamal to join the conversation. I'm sure Jamal has lots to say. Thank you so much, Natalie, for the super chat. Jamal,
hey guys.
5,700.
What is it for $5,700? What does it do? Does it clean itself? Was it wash its own clothes? Like, is there a pool? Is there a pool and jacuzzi in the bathroom? I didn't know.
800 square feet.
How big was it? 800
square feet.
No.
This thing is tiny. This is a studio. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, but technically that's a studio apart. That's probably the size of your office that you're in.
I don't care what you say, Adam. LA, particular Hollywood, ruins people. It does. It gets you dated. And you think 5,700 for a 800. I have a closet bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than a mortgage.
I really, that's right.
My mortgage is a third of that.
Yeah, it's really weird. Tell me if I'm wrong, Adam. You could get so souped up into that lifestyle, the whole Hollywood thing, that you start feeling like something's wrong with you for not having a 5,700, 800 square foot apartment. You're like,
oh, absolutely. She's not. Think about it. Amelia is not gonna. Please come over to my apartment where I have pink tile in my bathroom and an old vanity. No way. This girl is the way she talks, the way that she gave that checklist to Kyle's daughter of
a room big enough for me to enjoy my scenery. What? A window.
She's like, anxiety weighs heavy on me. I get anxiety a lot, so my space has to be great. We all get anxiety. 5,700, take it down, sister. And you want your mom to pay for it?
I know.
That's for you to film.
You can walk across the street and pay $3,000 less. Quit playing.
Yeah.
Quit playing. Just walk across the street. But I do want to talk about Amelia and her eating thing. So I think what it is more so is that.
Hold on one second, Jamal. I'm going to bring on Shan too. Hi, Shan. Hold on. Go ahead, Jamal.
So I think what it is that growing up, Amelia saw her mother. So it's a learned behavior because she thought that was normal because it was around her so much. She's like, okay, my mom is doing this, must be normal because kids mimic their parents in most ways. So for her, she's like, I don't have an issue, I'm fine. But then she got older. I think when her anxiety kicked in, that's when she started to realize, okay, this is not really normal because she probably saw her friends and their families eat. She's like, hold up, what's wrong?
And I'm not trying to go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I have noticed something too, and this is such a real stigma, and I can't dissect it for you really, but there's such a difference in parenting styles from coast to coast, West Coast and East Coast.
That's true.
And, I have so many friends who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s here in LA who have kids, and when they talk, like, if the kid is like 7 years old and is kind of like stressed out and throwing a tantrum, they'll be like, oh, Bella gets really bad anxiety. She suffers from chronic depression and she's gluten-free, lactose intolerant. And then you go to the East Coast and it's like, you better sit your ASS down before, so it's totally, I feel like they baby that. They feed into it. They're like, yes, honey, it's okay. You have a problem. Yeah. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Let's make more money.
No,
No.
they think the parents think it's cute. I'm like, what is cute about your child laying out in Safeway, rolling around on the ground because they couldn't
Those
get
people
like a
are
popsicle?
weird. They really are. Sound
Chronic
off,
depression.
Dan.
Sound off. Okay, so we're talking about Amelia. P.S. Adam, you're absolutely right. I'm super West Coast, and all my family's on the East Coast, and it is night and day. Maybe I should move somewhere central and have a good balance. No.
No, because then you're in the middle, and then it gets a little. No.
Okay, so about Amelia, I do, you know what? I have two things. I need to retract my statement recently about how Rinna made her go on the apology tour or go on the redemption tour.
Oh, go ahead.
I know. I feel
Go
really
ahead.
bad that I'm going to have to take that back. But if we see this episode was filmed in December, and right then she's saying it's not your fault. This is on me, da, 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 da. So I
Is
might
there
have
a
to take that
chance,
back.
Shan, that Lisa could have said, you better go out there and let those people know that I am not responsible for your eating disorder? Is there a chance?
Yeah, there is a chance. Yeah, well, no, she did. But I do think, looking back now at seeing this episode, I really think Amelia is owning it herself. And then no, Sharrell's not with me. And then the second thing, I really want to give her like a little mini round of cyber applause for a year of being under control with her eating disorder at such a young age. To have that self-awareness and reflection to heal at that age, Lisa maybe is doing something right. And again, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I feel like hitting you in the back of the head with a bat. No, just
Can you? Because I feel like I need that.
No, but listen, I totally disagree. I feel like Lisa Rinna is not owning anything. I think that she's a bad friend to Denise, but she tries to make it seem like, go ahead, Adam.
No, I'm just agreeing. Those are just my yes.
I think that Garcelle called her out on it. Okay, she wants all the attention in the room. Didn't we love that moment, guys?
I lived for that.
Just
What-
ate it
But
up.
why did she apologize? A, why did she apologize, Garcelle? And B, why did she do it away from the table?
Here's the thing.
I have to
think
say,
it's you.
Go ahead.
I think she did it because I think she apologized because I really don't think.
No, go ahead, Adam.
I don't think that
Rhoda.
Garcelle wants to be a mean girl. She really doesn't. I think that she's conflicted, being stuck in herself. Like, I want to be there for my friend because Rinna, you're being an awful friend. And she even said that I've never seen this side of Rinna. She's like, when we started filming this, whatever, this is a whole new Rinna. This isn't the woman I've known. And now she feels Denise is like so beaten up on. She's like, you want to keep like throwing daggers at Denise? I'm going to throw something at you. You don't like it? But
Go ahead,
Jamal.
I think I agree with Adam. I think what it was, Garcelle says what's in her head and on her mind, so it just came out. But then you could see on Rinna's face that she got eaten up, and her feelings were hurt. Yeah. And Garcelle was like, okay, I really didn't hurt my friend, and so she felt the need to apologize. So you know what, this is Denise's fight, and I can't allow that to affect how I feel about you, since you've done nothing to me and been there for me. So I get both sides, but I'm sorry, it was hilarious.
It was the
I
best.
respect Garcelle.
And I have
I
a
really
question.
think that Lisa Rinna is a money hungry bastard, and I mean that in a nice way.
Oh my God.
Because she'll throw anybody under the bus for money. She doesn't care if she was friends with you 2 years, 20 years. She needs a storyline.
Oh, that just shows. I mean, honestly, Sharrell, could you ever? Anybody who's friends with Lisa Rinna at this point, like, you just have to know there is no loyalty.
None.
Like, right?
She doesn't even stab you in the back. She'll stab you in the front.
She looks at you in the face and she's like, how callous these women are with their deliveries and the way that they're so able to burn their relationships for a contract. And mind you, I've never had seven figures sit in front of me and sign your name on the dotted line and start ripping people's heads off, because I could probably do it, but
no,
it's
you're not cut
crazy.
from that cloth, Adam.
No, but I mean, I just have never seen seven figures like that. I obviously it does something to her. Money changes her.
Yeah.
I do have
She
a
needs
question
to
though.
secure the check so she can pay for her kids' stupid bougie apartments.
Jan, hold on. I'm going to drop you down, okay? Hold on, you guys.
Right.
Hi, Diva. Sound off.
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Good. Really good.
Oh, okay. It's my first time calling. Sorry.
Thank you for calling.
Well, I was just want to say, like, I watched season 5 again, and pretty much on season 5 reunion, all these answers are pretty much are together. Brandy calls Rinna anorexic. She tells Rinna that you never eat in front of us. Some other people said you never eat in front of us. Brandy texts her, tells her that she thinks she has an eating problem. At the same time, they went to go to Oregon. Delilah says there's a lot of chubs here. And so it's like, so it's already been instilled in them about weight and so forth. I was on a live with Tamara from OC yesterday. She happens to be Team Denise, actually. And she felt like they were pretty much ganging up on her and so forth. And so that's 1 point for Tamara. But basically, when I watched the show yesterday, when they were having the conversation, Amelia and Rinna, you could tell this because she has already talked this over with her daughter, and they were ready for this conversation.
It was so orchestrated
because, like, before she, because when she's about to say something about Garcelle, you see a slight smile on Amelia, like she's ready for her lines, or she's ready for she knows what her mom is exactly going to say. So
I'm going to throw you on the spot, Diva. Okay, you have to answer the question. Since you've been watching, have you ever seen Lisa Rinna eat?
No.
Jamal, have you ever seen her eat?
I don't. Ate a salad. Drink.
I think she ate
or have a glass in her hand.
I think she ate a salad maybe 3 seasons ago.
Oh my god! No, I'm not.
I can't recall.
Have you ever just say, "This is so good"?
I can't recall.
Adam, can you recall her eating?
I'm pretty sure I've seen her eat before.
I recall it. Can you recall, Adam?
I can't recall a specific scene, but I had like a little idea pop off in my head. I feel like there's somebody else, another housewife, we should ask about this too in the future. Jackie Goldschneider from Real Housewives of New Jersey. She almost died, she said, from starving herself for 20 years.
So right, we got to get in touch with her, Adam. We have to do.
I'm going to try to do that. I'll see if she'll come on and talk to us, because that would be really cool.
We got to get her on the show.
That's cool. I talked to Elise yesterday. Side note, she's not in the reunion, but she's very upset about that.
I know. Why do you
hasn't talked to Ramona since Ramona's birthday party? So.
Well, here, I'm going to put you on the spot again, Diva. Is it Ramona's fault, or was it because she wasn't that entertaining?
Well, she showed a bunch of text messages and was saying that it was like, Bravo asked her to come. It wasn't her idea to be a part of the show, and that how much since she has like screenshots of text messages saying, that I defended you on these podcasts. I've done nothing but be a good friend to you. I asked her, did Ramona kind of block her from being on the reunion? She didn't want to say anything bad about Ramona anymore, but she was just like, basically, Ramona, she's no longer friends with Ramona anymore at all.
Ramona did her wrong, in my opinion. I want to ask you a question. So you're interviewing people. Do you have your own blog?
No, I was working with another person like Adam, and I would like book guests and do stuff and things. And I was working for part-time for a friend of a housewife. But so I'm used to just going and talking with people, but the client that I had, she's going a different direction, so I'm just going my own direction.
Listen, this sounds like the show for you. Feel free to drop any tea that you would have collected along the way.
Well, the conversation with Tamara was, I'm sorry, it's a totally different show. But I just wanted to say, Monique Samuels was also, she was also with listening and was chiming in on what Tamara had to say. But Tamara was saying that they finished the season finale of OC, but she and Vicky were not asked to be a part of it. Yeah. And so she was like, very upset about that. She's no longer close to Bronwyn.
Diva. What part of fire doesn't she get? Like, if you don't work there anymore, why would they invite you?
Well, I guess they thought that maybe she thought, like, stir the pot or something, like, Tamara came to the party or something like that. Oh, and she also said, that one season where they had that 70s party, and then what's her name? Shannon was like, you, and then Kelly was like, who? And she was like, you. She was like, who? Yeah, she said that was completely staged. That Shannon put that whole thing together with those two women, and that was a completely staged thing.
That's what's starting to be the problem with reality TV. When you keep bringing back the same people, they know now that they got to produce a storyline, and so they're just getting outrageous. We all know the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is overstaged. I mean, go ahead.
Well, Sharrell, I was going to ask you, honestly, what would the storyline be of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season, really, if it weren't for Brandy dropping that bomb? But I don't know what the storyline would be.
Probably would be on its way out. I mean, they have to do it, but just don't let me catch you doing it.
Right.
I feel like Denise's back must be hurting from carrying the season. To be quite
Wow.
honest.
Go ahead, Jamal.
I do have a question. So, Amelia has anxiety. If you have anxiety, why would you continue to film?
Well, because your mom's making you film. This is her bread and butter.
But that would be stressful because if you have anxiety, it's hard to remember them lines, deal with your mom, and then film. Then
watch yourself back. Watch everybody pop off in the comments.
Right. And then Lisa Rinna, why would you put your daughter in the line of fire?
Are you really asking that question, Jamal?
Well, did you see her latest video Amelia did to Garcelle?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to, because when you put your child in the line of fire of an adult, you have nothing to say when that adult comes back and eats your child alive. I'm sorry. If Garcelle were like dealing with, if Lisa and her daughter were dealing with like the Atlanta women or Potomac, Amelia would got ate up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
hold on, Diva. I'm gonna drop you down, okay?
Okay, I just want to say that I don't know if you saw it, but so Amelia went and wore like a sports bra and shorts and did the same type of dance, to do something to say something to Garcelle, which I'm pretty sure
was directed at Garcelle.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that was not of her own validity to do that.
I know.
So her mom made her do that. So
don't
it's just
hang
ridiculous.
up, Diva. We have to bring you back. Don't hang up. Just hold on.
What do I do? I never been on the show before. Which button do I push?
Hold on. Just stay on the line, and then I'm going to bring you back.
Sorry,
okay?
What button do
Don't hang up. I'm going to
like
you drop T. Hold on. Okay, we got one more call. Oh wow!
Wow, Perry.
Do we know why you're on the line, Perry?
I know. But listen, people.
Okay.
I pretty much stopped watching this show since Lisa Vanderpump left. But I've been sneaking and watching a little bit. And this show is pretty good. It's pretty good because Lisa Rinna and her daughter, that was a complete setup. Because Garcelle had called her out, was it just last week at the dinner party or whatever? And then she felt real bad, and then she tried to clear it. And then, like, what else would your daughter say? If you said, daughter, did I make you lose weight when you buying an apartment next week? No, the daughter's going to say no.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you this apartment. Now, what do you have to say, Amelia? Oh, no, Garcelle is full of crap. I just made my own.
Adam doesn't think so. Adam, you still don't believe it?
No, I think exactly what Perry's saying. And honestly, if Amelia is going to say, with all due respect, Garcelle can F off and all of these other things, I think same way how Leah is going back at Ramona's daughter, Avery, like you're an adult now. So when you start popping off in comments and saying things, and, Garcelle has a career too. She has a name. She's a famous actress. She's well known, like when you start saying like F you and this, and, Garcelle, she didn't bring it with like this aggressive, vulgar energy. She was just simply asking a question. She said, do you think the two correlate?
It's the best thing that ever happened to that show. Don't you think so, Jamal? She's real. She's amazing. Perry.
They needed her because I'm like, she's saying what we're all thinking.
Absolutely. And she's a loyal friend. I can't stand someone being two-faced and leaving their friends just hanging out to dry, like Lisa Rinna's doing Denise. Perry, can you describe how delusional a person's world is when you think 5,600 for 800 square foot apartment is normal? Are these people stuck in a little, I don't know, like Adam says LA's not different than anyone anywhere else, but it is. What do you think?
I mean, that kind of person is used to having money. I mean, to pay something like that. So they're in their own bubble. It's like a separate bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost like the Michael Jackson effect. The things he did,
Mm-hmm.
we would never do. You know what I mean? But that's the kind of world they're in. But that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this show is pretty good though. I mean, because Garcelle is actually throwing the same game back at Lisa Rinna.
And what game is that?
Pretty smooth with it, and she can't handle it.
What game is that?
The way she talked to her, and then she'll come back, have a good night, right? She just damn near cursed the girl out.
Yeah.
And then you hug her.
The two-face game?
That's the game. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm sort of getting hooked on this show a little bit because women are very vicious. You would never see a guy show like this.
What? Okay,
you would never ever.
Oh God! Off with his head! Off with his head!
Yeah, I mean, it's my biggest thing. I got to catch up because every time I watch an episode, I forget who some of the women are because they change their hairdo and they look. So I'm bouncing around the room, but the only one I can really recognize is Kyle, and of course Garcelle. And
let me go back to what you said that women are messy. Have you ever watched your show?
Huh?
Haven't you ever watched yourself on your own show?
No, why would I do that?
Because you're just as messy. You need to watch yourself. You are messy.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna see Perry next season on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
You know what? I can see myself doing something like that.
Yeah, you know what? I have to say though too, when she looked across the table and when Rinna responded to Garcelle, and she's like, "I think that's I don't know verbatim, so don't quote me, but she's like, I think that's your problem or what you think or whatever." And Garcelle's like, "I don't think that's the right answer, Lisa." She's like,
Perry, hang on. I'm going to drop you down.
But I think on that note, the most interesting thing was the fact that when Garcelle said what she said, no one said anything. Erica looked down. I was like,
Hi, Andrew. Sound off.
Hi. Okay. Thanks again for having me back yesterday. I hope you're feeling a little bit better than yesterday.
Thank you. I'm sorry about yesterday.
Oh, no problem, girl. So look at Lisa Rinna. How long has she been on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? So many seasons. She will now forever be known in Hollywood as a Real Housewife actress. She will probably never be able to book a thing like Melrose Place again. As a reality television show actress.
Oh, she wasn't booking before then, though.
Yeah.
She hasn't been booking for a long time.
I know, but exactly. She will never get. She'll be lucky if she can get another Depends diaper commercial.
But then again, though, you have to remember too. Well, Eileen and Denise kept their soap opera jobs while filming Housewives, but Eileen still respected, and she got to leave and keep her job. But I don't know. I don't think Rinna has a great acting career. I think she needs to be on reality TV if she's going to have a career. It's the only way she'll make it work.
What Andrew's saying is her reputation is spoiled because of this. Like, people watch her being ruthless on a weekly basis. We're not going to forget when the show's over. Is that what you're saying, Andrew?
Absolutely. She will be forever known as a nasty woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm not feeling her. Adam, do you have a soft place in your heart for Rinna since you're a nice guy?
No, unfortunately, this nice guy thing. Listen, I have a soft spot, I think, in my heart for Denise, only because this is so ruthless. The delivery of it, the throwing away a 20-year friendship, the way that Denise has said to her multiple times, she's like, "You're my friend. Send me a text, an email, pull me to the side." Rinna has not done that one time. And now we're going to see on the finale where Rinna's like looking at her face to face, calling her a liar and continuing this. And what we know coming up on the reunion where Rinna aggressively went after Denise for the cease and desist. Mm-hmm. No, I don't have a soft spot for her.
Andrew, stay on the line. Don't hang up. I'm going to bring you back. Okay. Yeah. Let me hurry up and get this. Okay, Diva, I'm bringing you back.
Oh, okay.
As a person that sort of has an inside connection to the show, the entire franchises, is there anything we need to know as viewers
about this show, this particular show?
This particular show, or any show? No, any show, anything that.
New Bravo T.
Well, there's a new housewife on Jersey.
There is.
Yeah, but I was talking to what's her name?
Michelle.
No, what's her name? Dolores. Yeah. But she she said she didn't want to confirm nor deny it. I talked to the new house. I think her name is Stephanie, or is it? I think her last name is Paris. Pais.
No, no, her name's I think it's Michelle Paez.
Yeah.
She's a realtor.
Yeah. So, I guess they're not supposed to say it yet. Maybe that there is a new housewife. But
so who did they drop? Danielle Staub? Who did they drop?
Well, Danielle, she has no one else to film it. Nobody likes her. So she's in it, but she's also talking a lot of shade right now about Teresa in the news.
What's she saying?
She was saying that she was made to do things were staged. I don't know. Some people in New Jersey that I spoke with just say Danielle's crazy. Like verbatim. Like, this is not my opinion. This is verbatim what they said, that she is literally crazy. I was told, but so again, this is not my opinion, but this is what they said. But yeah, so far everybody is coming back, and they added one more. So this
everybody's coming back, but Danielle, right?
Well, Danielle wasn't full time.
She was just a friend of, really. So she was a friend, and so now she's not a friend of anybody. So there really isn't a reason to come, unless she makes like a huge guest appearance and scares everyone. But
let me ask you this: did you hear that Danielle got evicted and Marty put her out?
No, I didn't read that part yet. I didn't. All I know right now is, especially with OC, she's no longer friends with Shannon, because Shannon said something about Tamra wasn't friends with her anymore, and so Tamra's like, well, I'm not your friend
Tamra and Shannon are
amigos. No.
What happened?
I'm not. She didn't really elaborate on why they're not friends anymore, but something about what Shannon said in the press about Tamra, and she didn't like it, and so they're not friends anymore. And I was really surprised when she said she wasn't really cool with Bronwyn anymore, because with Bronwyn was like, even if people booed her, she was like ride or die for Tamra.
I'm not surprised.
And she said that she wasn't friends with Bronwyn anymore. Or she didn't say that I'm not close to Bronwyn anymore, because she said she did not want to be associated with the franchise anymore. She didn't want. Maybe she's just like, I don't want to think about that show. I don't want to be part of that show. I don't want to think of anything about it. So I don't want to be her friend. So wow. I don't really know what that's all about. And so she's and basically she was just kind of like but she's still friends with Vicky, and she was what did she say? She said she didn't like. Oh yeah, and she did. And when we asked her about what do you think of the new person, Elizabeth Vargas, who's on the show, and she was like, well, I don't know her, but she called her the girl who replaced me. So,
oh wow. Listen, Diva, I appreciate you sharing that tea with us. I think that Vicky and Tamara are never coming back on the show, and they kind of need to move on. That's what I think.
Yeah, and I would like to say, if you watch season 5 reunion, it pretty much explains like that's like the realest I've ever seen Kyle, and because Rinna was the first episode, and I really feel like Eileen reeled Rinna in, as far as her behavior. But but if you watch it, that's where Kyle is calling Brandy a liar. That's where they say you exaggerate things. You tell half truths. I mean, everything that we know, like she said, she told Eileen, you're
saying that season they were really real about their feelings on Brandy, and now they're trying to act like she's this good girl that we need to believe. But we all know how Brandy is. Brandy's like a loser, right?
Right, and all the stuff about the not eating, the way that Brandy exaggerates things, like she said, well, Eileen, you called me alcoholic, and then she said, no, I just said you were a mean drunk, So there could be some truth to what she's talking about with Denise, but she probably exaggerated the story. So I was like, and Kyle really said her true feelings. She said, she told LVP, I warned you about Brandy. You never listened to me. I warned you she's like this. So,
I don't think Brandy's fooling anybody. I think we're all on to Brandy. I don't even think we think something happened, but we think she's exaggerating. Don't you, Jamal?
Yeah, because my thing is this. Denise lied about them having a friendship. If there's pages or text messages, okay. I'm like, well, yeah, you lied about that. I think maybe a little something happened, but nothing major. And my thing is this. If we're being honest, if Brandy left bite marks on Denise, Aaron would have seen them. Because I'm sorry, Denise is not the type of chick to go without for more than 2 days. So he gonna see the marks.
She says she does it every morning with him when they wake up.
Wait, she said every morning.
She said when they have sex every morning.
Oh my God, TMI.
Sorry, you wanted to know.
I know.
I told you.
Listen, Diva, I appreciate you calling in. You got to call back, okay?
Oh, this was fun. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this.
Sure.
This is really nice because I'm always like holding, like I want to say stuff. Like I know I want to tell them so badly.
No, you have to do it, right, Adam? She has to call in every Mondays and Thursdays. It's me and Adam, and it looks like Jamal. Okay,
11 p.m. or a.m. PST.
Oh, and I wanted to tell Adam I'm also from Tennessee as well. So I just wanted to say help for fellow Tennessee, and I'm on the east. Well, I'm on the west. I'm Memphis. So
nice. Yeah, I was in Chattanooga.
Yeah, I know. So when he was rep in Tennessee, I was like, "Yo, I'm Tennessee too, yo."
I love that.
Okay. Well, anyway, talk to you guys later. Thanks for allowing me to be part of the show. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Adam, here's a question. From Tennessee, are you considered a Southerner?
Well, I was born in Palm Beach County, Florida. I lived in Tennessee and Florida. If my dad got married, we moved to Tennessee. If he got divorced, we moved back to Florida. So
is Tennessee considered the South?
Yeah, it's the South.
It's the South?
Yeah.
Like Central. Let's bring back on more people. Hi, Shan. Now I see you shaking your head. What did you want to talk about?
I'm always shaking my head.
I hope you were like agreeing that Lisa Rinna is a horrible person. I mean, she really is. There's no. She probably was a different person before she came on the show, just because we couldn't see what goes on behind closed doors. But now that we know, the cat's out the bag. I think you
get addicted to it too. The picking, the manipulating, the conjuring up storylines, the all of it. I think it just becomes addicting. Light bulb
moment, Adam. You did it.
But being the villain is fun though.
Going on at home because she doesn't actually live with her husband.
I know.
So she's so bored that this is what she has to do.
So you agree? You believe the rumors that Harry is gay and lives in his own place?
I don't know about his sexuality because I try not to question, but I don't see that they have a true relationship. I really don't.
Oh, do you think Harry lives in a different place and is gay?
I don't know about sexual orientation, just rumors, but I believe he has his own place somewhere because their affect to each other is not like one of like closeness. There's no like that spark you see. There's nothing there. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, you guys don't have that oomph. Like when you see like Mauricio and Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle's always ready to jump on Mauricio.
And he's always on trips like kayaking and in the wilderness.
Remember he went camping by himself? Adam, do you see that the rumors are true that he lives by himself? He lives separately and is gay?
I don't know about the sexual orientation either. I know that I know a lot of people who are out here in the industry, and just like Denise and Aaron having an open relationship, I know a lot of couples who have open relationships that invite both sexes in. So I don't know.
What's the deal with this open relationship stuff?
Me never. But
you know, like sense. Shan, why would a person in their right mind do that?
Because they're greedy and they think that they're the exception to the rule and
break up the monotony.
Yeah. Messy.
What you're doing is inviting trouble. That's what you're doing. I mean, you have one
that think like, oh no, we're different. We can do it. We're different. No, you're not.
So what happens when you come into that situation and you're swapping husbands, and then someone else's husband is better than your husband, and now you're looking at your husband like, you don't flip me backwards like so and so.
Then that's what happens. People get addicted. This is why, like, I know, so I have so many friends who have broken up because of inviting people into their relationship, and they end up leaving the person they're with that they agreed to invite for the person they invited in.
Okay,
I have an opinion on this one. Here's just my opinion. Men, we're kind of dogs. We tend to cheat for sex. Let's just be honest. Let's keep it 100.
Are you dogs or are you guys dumb?
Both. But then for women, from what I've seen, women cheat more for emotional like fulfillment. Like they need that, like that spirituality. They need that. They need more.
No. Let's go back to Denise. If Denise had an affair with Brandy, what would be her reason?
It's the emotional fulfillment. It's just the way women like communicate. We don't communicate as well, so women need that emotional stability.
I don't know who Brandy is emotionally fulfilling. Okay,
no, Brandy's. But see, Brandy's just. I mean, like, just be honest. Like, who wants to wake up to the same meal for 20 years?
When your husband looks like that, I wake up to the same meal.
I mean, but still, no matter how good it looks, you want to try something different.
Jamar, are you single?
Yes.
No, of course. I mean, really. I'm just saying. What you just described is evidence that Denise did not have an affair with Brandy.
No.
Because he tolerate her more than 5 minutes.
No, she did. This totally happened. This happened. No. This did not happen. The text messages. I have people who are ripping me on my channel for saying the text messages. They're like, Adam, what does that prove? What it proves is exactly what Erica said. The quantity of the text messages prove there was some sort of relationship.
So here's the thing, Adam.
But you're gonna say, sorry, real quick. You're gonna say that you think Brandy is dumb enough to rake Denise's name through the coals with as many cease and desists as she's received, so she's gonna lie about that? I think it's bull crap that she brought it out and she did it for a storyline. But I 1,000,000% with Denise's reaction and everything believe this.
You watched my video yesterday about me and my friend trying to catch her boyfriend.
Fake text messages, yeah, but Brandy can't do that. That's the thing here. Is I don't think guys, yes, she can do that. But what I'm saying is, I don't think you guys understand the severity of making up that is. She will lose everything. But she'll lose I just don't you can't. There's a lot of weight behind this when you're talking about somebody who's an
Brandy has nothing to lose. She said publicly that she needed that Bravo paycheck back. She said that because she's a single mom. She has nothing to lose.
But that's why she exposed what happened. I don't think she just pulled this out of thin air. So you're telling me, all three of you guys up there, or well, 1, 2 down there, you guys think, all of you, that there was no sexual interaction between Denise and Brandy?
That's not what I'm saying.
Adam, you know what though? I say this. I would need more proof than that lying drunk freak coming in saying it. Because you know what? A text message don't mean anything. And I know you'll go and say, but look how many times you said it.
Did you just call her a lying drunk freak?
Yeah. I mean, that baby shower. You finally got around to the baby shower.
No.
That was a total mess. And I don't think I'm telling you this. Like, those text messages, she passed it around like she had, okay, where's the photos, little freak? Right? You got everything else. No photos.
No video.
No proof.
So, Perry, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I got to bring Andrew up. He wasn't in.
Why would she have the point is, when I'm saying about the quantity of the text messages, why would Denise lie about the relationship from the get? If nothing had ever happened, why would she say in the first place, like, we're not friends, or no, I never talked to her, I don't have these conversations? Why even lie about it? Just be like, yeah, we're friends. Obviously, you guys know her. She's making this crap up because she needs a paycheck, and it is what it is. I don't know why she's doing this. Ask her. That's not Denise's reaction. Denise's reaction was like this. It was like, what? No, her voice cracked. She changed her story 2-3 times, and then all this.
Wait, Adam, do it again.
Associated. She doesn't want to be associated with Brandy, so that's the only reason. She's like, yeah, she could have been honest, but we clearly see a pattern here. She's a people pleaser, so she doesn't tell the full truth. But I think she just said, no, we're not close, because she didn't want the other ladies to think she was associating with scum.
Perry, what about that point? If she slept with her, why she wouldn't just say it like
okay,
that?
okay. Now Adam said, well, why would she have all these text messages if she wasn't friends? Okay, if she had an open marriage, and the reason why people have open marriages, by the way, is because they get bored of the same thing and they want some excitement, and that's why they do it. But to go back, Adam, you said text messages. Why would she have to lie if she is admitting she's in an open marriage? It would have been no need to. Brandy had
because I think what happened was it's okay for them to be in an open marriage as long as it is discussed about, like they discuss it before it happens. And I think what happened was this happened without her talking to Aaron about it. And they probably have a very strict rule. Open relationships, they still come with stipulations. You don't just say, oh, free for all. Everybody just
get it. Okay, I get it. But then me texting you don't say anything about us sexually. You see what I'm saying? I can text you. Look, most of those women get together every week on this show and they hugging each other, having dinner. And they all hugging each other. I love you. Oh, you're a beautiful woman. They all say it to each other, but it don't mean they getting it on the table.
But you think Denise would put in text that she had sex with her? You think she'd be dumb enough to put things on paper with all of her past with Charlie Sheen?
Right. Okay. But if Brandy want to prove her case, why would the other women accept a text message that didn't mention sex at all?
Well, because what the other women are saying is that, again, the quantity, because she said that they weren't friends, so it's the quantity. And then also what Lisa Rinna was saying, and again, I don't give her any merit because she's awful at this point. But what she's saying is when I have conversations with Denise being friends for 20 years, I don't say love you and have these kind of intimate kind of conversations. I'm not saying that means anything. I'm just saying,
okay, let me ask you this.
It's adding up to look.
Let me ask you this, right? You at a table with a whole bunch of women that lie. Let's keep it real. I just been watching the show a couple. Now, Lisa Rinna, those other girls got their own purpose. They want to make the text out to be what they want the text to be.
Preach, Perry, preach.
Denise was guilty before Brandy broke out the text messages. They've been talking about it for weeks. Now, if you go back and look at, okay, well, why would Denise say this and say that? Why would Lisa Rinna go and hug and tell Denise last week how much she loved her and they gonna work on their friendship? Just to come back
Adam.
Look at the text message. These are messy women and open marriage. Yeah, she might have to discuss it with her husband, but Brandy is looking for a job in a storyline. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Hold on, let me let Andrew speak because we're talking over him. Go ahead, Andrew. Okay. Who do you believe, Brandy or?
One thing I have to say is, why is Brandy's always in at the right time? I mean, she was just convenient during the baby shower. That was weird.
She was in the bathroom. I'm sorry.
So the Potomac. Actually,
look, I gotta drop you guys, Shan and Pierre, because I can't hear him.
Okay.
And okay. Do you want me to start over?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so isn't it weird that Brandy's just always in the right area at the right time? She was conveniently in the area during the baby shower. And then also, I live in Potomac, so I am like real Potomac, not like.
Ooh.
So I go to Georgetown University, and I have a friend who he works in a certain profession that Michael Darby uses.
Oh.
Ooh. Wow. You should have spoke up sooner. Do tell. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a friend who works, and he works for it's a website, and it's a very well-known website if you're a gay man. Can I say the website?
Yeah.
There's rentman.com.
Wait, what?
Rentman.com.
Rentman. What? How?
Yep.
What?
You rent a man?
I have a friend.
You rent a man?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, for services. And I have a
I'm
friend
about to rent mine out.
So I have a friend who works underneath that website, and he's very popular. And I told him, I was like, "Hey, look out for this man." And I showed him a picture because he doesn't watch the show. 2 weeks later, guess what happens?
No. Are you serious?
How long ago was this, Andrew?
It was about 4 months ago.
When you rent a man, I I could have this man do I have to be gay?
No,
This site's preferably for gay men. Like, yeah.
So I could have
I
this
think
man do whatever I want. Oh my God.
You can go up on the internet, and it's a huge website. You can go and type in your city, and you can see.
Like, okay, now I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for a friend. How much would that cost? No, I'm just kidding.
it depends.
My
It's
friend,
tiered. It
But
depends.
does somebody
$400
rent?
an hour.
So somebody's renting Michael Darby?
He's
No,
renting
someone-
someone.
he's renting.
Oh, he's rent. I'm like, well,
Yep.
how much is somebody going to pay for that?
Listen, do you think that Michael and Ashley have an arranged marriage?
I think it's a sham marriage. I don't know if it's arranged.
What do you mean by sham? Like, you think it's not going to last?
I think it could be a beard. I think it could be something else. I just think Ashley is waiting. She might, slip a little cyanide into his morning coffee one day. Let me just say that.
Oh, Andrew.
I love you.
I'm gonna jump in. I agree with Andrew. So 100%.
Andrew. Okay,
It's
so do
Ashley's
you think Ashley loves Michael at all?
Well, she got a baby. Let's just say that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think you can still have arrangements, and it's like loving a friend. You you have friends that you love. You still she still birthed
Just a
out.
70-year-old friend.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
question for Andrew. Andrew, do you think Ashley's lack of sex drive is due to her finally getting her baby?
Maybe it's just maybe the fact that it's just a 70-year-old man. Like, he's just not proportionate. And I've seen him in person. Okay, so I go to school in Georgetown, and he's just creepy. And I remember I ran into a lot of the Potomac women, and some are much sweeter than others. Like Monique, she's exactly what you get on camera. She is true. Candace lives in an area called the National Harbor.
Oops.
Which
What is that?
not a great area. Not a great
Tugboat?
area. It's far out. It's not a great area. Let me just say that. Robin, she lives in Baltimore. She's all the way.
No, self-explanatory. You don't need to elaborate on that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And then Giselle lives in an area where it's the mixed of between Bethesda and Rockville. So I mean, it's nice, but she does have $1 million teardown house, but she didn't tear it down. Yeah.
So,
But I ran into
love
Ashley and Michael shopping at a shopping center here at the Bloomingdale's, and I'm telling you right now, his body language was very creepy, and maybe it's a gay thing, maybe it's because I'm a gay man, but I can just tell sometimes when people are gay. And you feel when someone is giving you negative attention, and you can feel when someone is looking at you, and you can feel when someone is trying to make a move and that they're gay.
You really, and a lot of people, I agree with Andrew. I just want to chime in on this. A lot of people will switch that around too. And I'm just saying this from a gay man's perspective. A lot of people will switch that around and say, oh, stop trying to make me gay, or stop trying to, or you're trying to say I'm gay when I'm not, I'm straight. Stop trying to push that on me.
Let me ask you this, Andrew. Do you think if you would have been for sale that he could have rented you?
Absolutely. From what my friend is, and from what I've heard from other people, because my friend, my friend, his name's David, and when you work in that profession, you kind of just know other people.
Okay.
So he knows, and he said, Michael Darby has had clients who are all, I think I can say this word, the twink body type.
The what?
Twink.
The twink body type.
I mean, skinny. It's a skinny gay person.
Oh, okay.
They have
Skinny
twinks,
white boy.
bears, otters, lizards. Not lizards, but
Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
Yeah. So I could tell that I'm exactly his body type. From what he is paid for other men, I know exactly.
Andrew's not for sale.
Andrew, would you do it?
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm
another
just kidding. No, listen. What did he look like in real life? Is he fit? Is he handsome?
Handsome.
He's slender, but he also, the way his body posture, when he was with Ashley, he was kind of hunched over, but when he saw that me and my group of friends were in the area, his body, it got a little bit more straightened out. It looked like he was more, it was like he puffed out a little bit more.
Do tell. So is he good? Would you say he was 60s or 70s, if we had to guess?
I would say he looks almost 80. The way of his eyes, the way of his face. He doesn't have a very strong chin, and it's just kind of starting to droop, and it's like very like, ooh, not a very strong jawline at all.
So Andrew, based on your assessment of Michael, I have to agree with you. Do we think Ashley has a side piece somewhere that's hidden?
Ooh, we are messy.
No, because her sex. Okay, she had her baby, and all of a sudden your sex drive goes down. You go down after you get what you want.
He has a point. Do you guys think Ashley could have a side piece?
She's not dumb enough to do that.
Absolutely.
She's gonna recycle. I feel like she's gonna recycle Michael. We're gonna see a split in the next 2-3 years once the contract is fulfilled and she can walk away with money. When she can walk away and not say, like screw off, you get nothing. That's when she'll walk away.
One more question, Andrew. Do you think that Ashley knows that he rents a date or rents a man?
Well, they went to a very okay. So from what my friend David told me, because I was like, girl, you need to tell me everything, because he had never watched the show. He was just like, I don't know who this dude is. And then I'm like, and I showed him the photo before this, and I'm like, 2 weeks before, you need to know who this man is. So they went up to the Intercontinental Hotel, and that's where Michael Darby paid for the room. And it was an overnight. It was over. Huh? Oh, the Intercontinental here, fantastic, really great hotel.
Okay.
And so, and he paid for the night. Michael Darby did. He also paid David for the night too, which per hour rate and per the night rate, are two different things. So you can pay someone like David charges $400 for the hour, but it's $1,100 for the night.
Ooh, what?
1,100? That's it?
1,100? You mean if I wanted to rent? That's what he paid. Not even thinking about the price, like $1,100 for a one night stand, basically,
for the night,
right?
Yes,
for one night.
Yeah.
Just
I know,
one night.
Because you're also buying their confidentiality. Well, I mean, he told it to me. He didn't think I was going to be telling it to you all, but you're buying that person's almost that confidentiality. Yeah, I guess I'm not. But it was
I'm
like
not looking to being a prostitute. I didn't know you can make that much money.
I'm about to. I just
No.
rent my fiance out.
Andrew's absolutely correct.
What, is there a difference between an escort and a prostitute?
Yes.
Escorts are completely legal.
Wait, what?
Escorts.
Wait,
there's no penalty. There's no charging. There's no There's nothing. Escort is completely within legal rights. Prostitution is not.
Okay, I'll chime in on this one because I also know a person or two who's in this industry, and they charge for overnights about $3,000.
Stop it! You need to stop.
No,
you're telling me that a prostitute can make up to escort. My bad. An escort can make up to $3,000 a night.
Yes, because when you start with the escort, just like a date, whatever. But then, should you want to pay for the overnight services, that's when the rate goes. It's a tiered rate system.
Is it like the movie Pretty Woman?
Not really. No. And they make a
also from what I've
living.
I don't see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also
could you just imagine opening that hotel door or like walking and like knocking on the door and then something opens and it's like, holy it looks like the crypt keeper. I could not sleep with that. There's no way. I rent a man. You'd have to pay me a lot of money. My rates would go sky high if he contacted me. I'd be like, he'd say $1,100 a night. I would be like, hell no, $5,000 a night.
Also,
and I want you to get me drunk, really drunk.
Michael, from what my friend Michael from what David told me about Michael was into some handcuffs and some ball and gag and all that kind of stuff.
Ball and gag.
I believe it.
The top or the bottom? That means he was the bottom, right?
My friend David is a bottom.
Oh, I would have thought that if he was going to be with a woman, he would want to be the bottom.
No, Shan, it's just like if a woman, it's just the same as a woman was dominating him, but he just prefers it done by men. That's the only.
I just figured if you're going to pay that kind of money, you'd want what you're not getting at home.
Maybe Ashley's not getting it like that. Like, so that's the thing.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
He might like playing like touching the stuff at their stuff too. Well,
exactly.
Yeah.
Because we might be going to hell. This is horrible.
I'm sure
there's some fetishes. Okay.
I mean,
I'm sure Ashley has toys. I'm sorry.
Look, I got to
that.
start wrapping this up. It's almost an hour, but I want to ask you a question if you know, Andrew. What is the ball
Yes.
for? You said ball. The ball goes in your mouth, and you do
make
what?
that person silent.
You do what?
It doggy style, if I can say that. Like, then you do have something so that person can't make noises, so it's more muffled.
It's also really good if you just need to bite into something.
Oh, should I be worried that Shan knows what it is?
I'm learning so much about this whole panel of people right now.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so glad you called in. You know, me and Adam do our shows Mondays and Thursdays. Okay. You call in whenever you want, because that was great info. Okay. Do you have any last words,
problem.
Andrew? I mean, can you say more?
Well, from what I've noticed, I can Karen's house really, from what I live in the area. My parents, thank goodness that they were blessed and we could live in that area.
You are blessed.
Monique, okay, so Karen's house is older, and it's very obvious that it's older. It was built in like the 90s. And when you look at that, that really does affect the music. That is really old for this area. The 80s and the 90s is when a lot of like the older homes in Potomac are now. So she lives in an older home. So when Bravo said the real estate price, that was not the real estate price. That was not it.
What do you think
Bravo
the real estate price is?
Oh, I know for a fact that home sold for $1.5 million. That's how much that home was worth.
What did they say it was worth?
Like 2.9.
Oh, they're always boosting, aren't they? Trying to up the.
Yep. 100%. Monique's house.
That was like when Candace went and toured a $3 million home with what in the bank?
I didn't get what you said about Monique's house. Go ahead.
Extensions. Monique's house is actually completely worth 3.9. In fact, I ran into her so she has a Bentley Mulsanne, which is the highest grade. A Bentley Mulsanne. That is her car is $500,000. That Bentley, $500,000 car she drives.
I wouldn't even want to drive. I'm not being a hater. I wouldn't even want to drive a car worth $500,000. What if you got in an accident?
Around here, it's very common. Unfortunately,
really?
Around here.
Do you drive a Bentley?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, I don't drive a Bentley. My parents do.
Yeah.
It's very common.
I was like, Andrew's got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like kids here, we get Mercedes, BMWs. Like my neighbor next door, he's Saudi. I swear, they have about like $2 million in cars in their driveway. It's ridiculous.
Andrew, you almost made me feel like I was talking to Amelia for a second.
I know. Listen,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You have to do me a favor. So since you live in that neighborhood, if you see anyone from the cast, you got to do a snapshot really quick or call in and just be like, alert, alert, alert. I just saw the person.
Oh, no problem. I'll see.
You got to do it. You got to do it. Also, do me another favor. My email is in the description. Just email me, okay? So we could
no problem.
Okay. Thank you for calling in. That was a great conversation. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Great info, guys. Wasn't he the best?
Sharrell, you're gonna get a message from Andrew asking you to bail him out because he's gonna be caught outside Monique's house with a camera.
He's gonna be charged for peeping Tom.
So that means we'll get no photos of Robin.
Final words.
My final words were, if that's Dorit's first job of designing, I hope it's her last.
Yeah. Good. Good,
We
Shan.
are so messy. We are so messy. Thank you, Shan, for calling in. I'll see you next time. Bye. We are so messy. Aren't we messy? No, I am, not Adam. It's just me. Jamal, what did you think about the stuff that Andrew... Do you think you can rent a man?
Oh, I know. Okay, so just to give you a little background. Born and raised in Oakland, California, I work in San Francisco. And I work at a high-end facility. And I've met some of these people. So yes, it's absolutely true. They overnight runs between 3,000 to 5,000, depending on your looks and what you're willing to do. So, most definitely, it's a huge industry, and the best, I guess you could say, employees have maybe 1 to 3 consistent clients that pay. They generally pay their lifestyle for a year.
Whew. Listen, Jamal, thank you for calling in. This
I
was a
enjoy
great
it.
show. I will see you next time.
Yep.
If you see me next time, I might start a website called Rent a Chick.
I mean, you are anytime.
Thank you. Bye-bye. This was a good show, wasn't
This
it?
was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So listen, I'll see you tomorrow night, right? Tomorrow night is
Block party.
the block party. Yeah. Thank you for calling in. I know you're on vacation. I really appreciate you working on vacation. This was a good show. We got you were like a little bit delusional at times.
Hey, you told Shan you were going to hit her in the head with a bat.
I know.
This was a lot of fun, though. This was a lot of fun.
It was fun. It was fun. Thank you, Adam, for calling in. Have a great vacation. And everyone in the chat, thank you. Me and Adam, we are on Mondays and Thursdays. This is the, what do we call it?
Breakfast tea.
Breakfast tea. This is breakfast tea. We'll see you on Monday with the breakfast tea, but then we'll see you guys, if you are 90 Day Fiance fans, Friday night for the huge block party. We have so much fun. Don't we have fun on the block party?
I'm actually so happy that you, Perry, and Gio invited me in on that because I probably laughed the hardest on that night.
Really? I know it is so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam, on 3, let's say bye to everybody. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys. See